Traditionally, an email that you create in something like Outlook would then be transmitted to your mail server. From there, the email goes through the internet until it gets received by your external recipient, and the same thing happens in the reverse order. When the mail server becomes unavailable, then the email flow stops completely. However, when you're using Mimecast and there is that same kind of server failure or server unavailability, a direct connection is created from your Outlook to Mimecast so that your email flow can continue for both sending and receiving emails. When the email server becomes available again, MSO automatically turns itself off and your emails then continue to flow through the mail server itself. Emails that have been processed by the MSO are automatically deduplicated in Outlook. Mimecast Services for Outlook therefore allows you to continue to send and receive emails even when your email server becomes unavailable, but some other features are also available. With MSO4, we also have included additional options for authentication, so it makes it easier for MSO to authenticate your email address and password, and to make sure that you get your automatic software updates every time the application has been upgraded or improved. With the archive search, we also give you the ability to work with an advanced archive interface and to be able to export emails yourself directly into Outlook. And new for MSO4, we now have the email management areas that allow you to manage your email rules around spam and held emails, as well as all of your policies to block or permit senders, and thereafter control which stationery, security, and attachment policies should apply to the emails that you create. All of these features will be discovered more in our remaining tutorial videos, all available from the knowledge base. When MSO4 is installed, a new Mimecast tab is available within the ribbon. The Mimecast tab is made up of several subsections. First, the archive search, which allows you to search your Mimecast email archive, the email gateway to manage your rules, email continuity to manage your disaster recovery events, and the general area to provide feedback and to configure MSO. Account Options is used to configure your MSO installation. Click on the Mimecast tab, and on the right, click on the Account Options button. This dialog box provides you with the ability to configure proxy information if required, and more importantly, the authentication options. Integrated authentication is when you're using your local Windows password to authenticate you with Mimecast, as opposed to domain authentication, which is using the network directory. And finally, you have the cloud authentication option, which is your Mimecast cloud password. Your administrator will assist you with the correct authentication mechanism for your MSO installation. The alert viewer displays the recent activity messages that have taken place within MSO. Any issues or notifications around continuity mode, for example, would display in this list. To view the version of Mimecast Services for Outlook that is currently installed, navigate to the Mimecast tab. Within the General section, select the About option. This dialog box will provide you with information on the current software version that is installed, and if the software update is available, the download progress is displayed, or the download completion status will be displayed. The download version of the software is automatically installed when you shut down and open up Outlook. Click on the OK button to close the dialog box. Mimecast values your input as an MSO4 user. Please do submit your feedback using the provided option. We'd like to hear about your experience, and you can use the categories to select the type of feedback that you'd like to submit. You can add in your comments and include log files for troubleshooting purposes if necessary. MSO4 archive searches have become even simpler than in the past. Click on the Mimecast ribbon And on the left, there's a whole section dedicated to archive search. You can use the quick search box to search for a quick text string within the last year. You can also access recent searches that you have performed, or saved searches if you have any. Use the search button to open up the search dialog editor. The editor contains both a basic and an advanced search. Both these searches allow you to specify a number of different parameters. For now, we're going to use the basic search. Once the search parameters have been entered, use the Run button to begin the search. You could also save the search parameters to run them several times over. Once the search results have completed, they will display. Select one of the emails in the list to preview it in the window. You can also see here the reply, reply to all, save and forward options for this particular email message. The save option will allow you to save this email to an Outlook folder. A confirmation dialog box displays to tell you which folder the email was saved in. Alternatively, you can use the Export button to export all of the emails that returned in the search to a specific folder as well. You can see here that we are displaying 100 of 518 search results. If I click on the Export button, we can then choose the subfolder to store these emails in. Once searches have been run, a history of the searches is also available. Firstly, you have your saved searches if you've saved a search that you've run before, recent searches that have been performed, common searches that Mimecast thinks might be useful for you, and smart tag search. Managing senders allows you to control which emails get to your mailbox. Select the Mimecast tab in the ribbon and use the Email Gateway section to manage your senders. The first option is to click on the drop-down box with Block Sender. This will allow you to add either a sender's email address or a domain name to your block list, so future emails will not be accepted for this user. Additionally, you can access the entire Manage Senders panel. This is divided into three areas: your block senders, which shows an existing list of the senders that you currently want to block. Notice the Remove option on the right to be able to remove a block. Permitted senders bypass spam checks. And auto-allow policies also bypass spam checks but are created automatically when you send emails to external recipients. At any point, you can decide to remove any of these policies. Mimecast is designed to prevent unwanted emails from getting to your Outlook mailbox, and these are based on your administrator's policies. Using the Mimecast tab, you can also manage some of the emails that are put on hold that are typically spam related. Use the On Hold option within the Mimecast ribbon to access either your personal hold queue, or if you have been given access to another user's hold queue, that would be the Moderated On Hold option. Emails could be put on hold for different reasons, and a list of the hold reasons will be available here. Click on the message that has been placed on hold, and on the right side, additional options become available. You can preview the email and its contents, then decide to release the mail, which will release it from Mimecast and deliver it to Outlook. You can also choose to reject the email, which will ensure the email does not reach Outlook. If this email was incorrectly marked as spam, use the Permit Sender option, and future emails will no longer be marked as spam. In an outage scenario where the Exchange server is no longer available to send and receive your emails, MSO4 can be configured to automatically enter into continuity mode. It is also possible to allow the user to select whether or not continuity mode should be enabled. From within the Mimecast tab, you can access your current emails in your online inbox and online sent items, or you can activate continuity to have Mimecast send and receive emails directly to Outlook, bypassing your Exchange server. Notice this notification that tells you that Outlook has entered continuity mode. This will be displayed any time MSO has entered into continuity mode. Once continuity mode has ended, a new notification displays. In a disaster recovery scenario where the Exchange server is unavailable, you may wish to access your current online inbox and sent items from Mimecast. This real-time view of your emails is easy to work with. Select one of the items from the list. You can review the email contents and use the action buttons accordingly. You can also toggle to the Sent Items option. MSO4 now includes additional features when composing emails. Notice in a new email, a Mimecast ribbon has become available. Several options are available for selection, and they apply to only this particular email message. First, we have the Send Secure. This applies email encryption to the particular email message, and several options again are available, either to use the best route as defined by the administrator, or to encrypt the connection using transport layer security for this email, or use Mimecast's closed-circuit messaging functionality to ensure that the email is kept secure. Next, we have the email branding. This allows you to select from an email stationery item if it has been made available from your administrator's console. Document conversion allows you to convert Word documents to PDF or to remove metadata elements from Word documents. And it is possible to strip and link any attachments, and this uses a hyperlink in the email to replace the attachment to reduce the size of the message. Finally, the general section can be used to seek help, to supply feedback, or to view the information on MSO4. In a disaster recovery scenario, when you are disconnected from your Exchange server, you still may be able to access your Exchange folders if the administrator has enabled this functionality with MSO4. Scroll down to the Mimecast Archive menu item within your folder list, and a list of your historical folder information will be available for review.